We have general settings, which gives you some basic information, server operating system and version. In the advanced option, it gives you the path to the snapshot folder. Snapshots are pictures that you can take of the state of your virtual machine at any given time. You can use these snapshots to restore your virtual machine to a previous state, or to create a separate virtual machine using the parameters of the given state. You have the clipboard is shared bidirectionally, which means shared between the host and the guest operating system. And you have certain options here that are selected. If you put your cursor next to it, you see a description of what is selected at the bottom. If checked, any change to mounted CD or floppy media performed during machine execution will be saved in the settings file in order to preserve the configuration of mounted media between runs. Alright, then you have a description. This is a box that allows you to display the description of the virtual machine. The description field is useful for commenting on configuration details of the installed guest operating system. Alright, on the system, we have the base memory that we have selected. We have the boot order of the machine. We have the chipset that has been virtualized by VirtualBox, and the options that you can select. And we have extended features which you can choose to enable. What we have enabled is absolute pointing device. If checked, an absolute pointing device, a USB tablet will be supported. Otherwise, only a standard PS2 mouse will be emulated. With this option, I should be able to move from my virtual machine to my desktop without having to capture the cursor in the virtual machine. Here we have the controls. This controls the number of virtual CPUs in the virtual machine. You need hardware virtualization support on your host system to use more than one virtual CPU. So here the number of CPU the virtual machine has is 1. It's possible to have more than one acceleration. In terms of storage, the VirtualBox has created a virtual IDE controller and a SATA controller. If you look at the IDE controller, it controls a CD DVD drive. It's the secondary master, and the SATA controller controls our virtual hard disk that we recently created. Type format, VDI, virtual size, the actual size. As I indicated earlier, with the dynamically allocated storage, you see the actual size of the hard disk is 84 kilobytes, but its virtual size is 20 gigabytes. So as I told you, the dynamically allocated option, it starts off very small, and as you store more data, it will grow until it reaches the maximum allowed size. You have the location of the given hard disk, and also you have the machine that is attached to. On the audio, we have audio settings that are enabled, and you have network. If you click on the advanced, you see the VirtualBox has a number. It can virtualize a number of network adapters. Network adapter is basically a device that connects your machine to a given network. So the adapter type that we have here is the Intel Pro 1000 MT desktop, which is the appropriate selection for the operating system that we intend to install. Here's the MAC address. It is configured in a NAT configuration, network address translation. You can change the configuration of the adapter accordingly to bridge internal network host after a generic. And you can also attach additional adapters if you so desire. You have serial ports. You can enable serial ports if you wanted to. You have USB. What you have enabled the USB controller, and the USB device is USB 2.0 controller, and we have a shared folder where you can specify folders to be shared between the host and the guest operating system. So that's quickly a quick run through of the settings, the various settings. We're now going to go to the process of installing the Windows Server 2008 operating system on our virtual machine. So we go to that next.